Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly forex focus. This is NZD. Now for NZD, you'll know that from here, this past week, we highlighted that we're expecting price to start moving like this all the way up to this area here. That is what we shared with you this previous week, and you can see the price has just moved like that. Now right here, we can start expecting a corrective structure here, then price may continue up from here. That is what we're expecting, and this corrective structure may just be a small one, or it may just be a bigger corrective structure like this, then price may continue up, but our direction is up on NZD CAD. From here, direction is up all the way up to this area. Like we had stated on Euro GBP this previous weeks, we say that this down move that we focused at is complete now, so be on the lookout for an up move here. Be on the lookout for an up move here. From here we can have this movement like this, then a corrective structure, then up move all the way up. So that is what you should be looking out for. If you're looking forward to interacting with this buy position, you should be looking forward to getting something like this and then up move. Alternatively, here we can have price giving a bigger corrective structure like this, but even if it gives a bigger corrective structure, still this up move from here, you can still be looking forward to getting a buy. That is what we should look out for. Since here we might just get a small corrective structure, this is what you might be using to ride a wave here. So that is on Euro GBP, so be on the lookout for that. Keep that on your watch list if you need to trade this buy movement. Then from here we can be assessing structure and telling you if it's continuing up or if it's dropping here. This is Euro NZD. Now for Euro NZD, I want to let you know that from here we're likely to get an up move here, so be on the lookout for this up move. If you need to take a buy on Euro NZD, just keep this on your watch list. From here we might just get a small corrective structure and price may start to move up, and the up move may be impulse, corrective structure, impulse, corrective structure, impulse, all the way up to this area here. That is what you should be looking out for on Euro NZD. Alternatively, just from here we can have an up move, then a drop, then an up move, then a drop, then an up move. So this up move can move up correctively, but if it moves up correctively, structure may not get up to this area here. It may get up to around this area. So if you're able to catch this buy here, you can be able to buy and then assess structure this next week. If this would drop, then you can manage your trade, then you can catch the buy from here all the way up to this area here. So that is what we are looking out for on Euro NZD. We're only looking for buy positions, no sells, no down move here. So we're only looking forward to taking only buy positions here on Euro NZD, because structure is showing an up move from this level here. This is NZD/USD. Now remember, for NZD/USD, from this area here we focused at a big wave. We say that this wave is expected to break this previous high. Go on to our previous videos and check this out. We focused at this move. We say that we're expecting price to break this previous high here, and that is exactly what we're getting. You can see the price moved up, pull back, then it start moving up, then just give some slight pullbacks, then all the way up to this area, breaking previous high, just as highlighted in our previous videos. So that is what we have on NZD/USD. Now from here, what you can expect price to be moving like this up to around this area. That is what you can expect, up to around this area here on NZD/USD. This is USD/JPY. Now for USD/JPY, you should be looking forward to getting this down move here, this down move here, this drop here, this drop here. That is what you should be looking forward to getting, and this drop can come as an impulse. Price can move like this as an impulse, or price may just give a slight corrective structure, then drop, correction, drop up to around this area. That is what we're expecting on USD/JPY. We're expecting this down movement either correctively or impulsively. So that is what you should look out for this next week. This is Euro AUD. Now for Euro AUD, we're expecting a big wave up. That is what you should be looking out for this next weeks. Now from here where price is, we're likely to just get maybe one more drop all the way up to this area, then price may start pushing up. Also, another alternative is that we might just get this and it's an impulse and then get a corrective structure, then price may start pushing up. What we are looking for on Euro AUD is only buy positions. That's our buyers. We're only looking for price to be moving up, so don't expect any drop here. If we expect any drop, if we get any drop here, it's not a drop that will be trading, but if we get this drop here, it's a drop that we will be looking for us to confirm in this buy position here. So if if price decides to move down and then from here it decides to give maybe a slight correction and then down, we would observe structure and read to see if price would still move down. But if the down move is completed, we will be looking forward for an impulse move, because that is what is big and that is what is expected on Euro AUD. We're expecting an up move. This past week on GBP CHF, we talked about a drop. We said that structure has not changed. We said that even if we got this impulse move, structure around this zone, structure will be giving an impulsive move, and that is what you can see. We're getting an impulsive move right here. So that is what we have. So from here we are to expect just maybe a slight corrective structure, then drop, because price is still expected to continue lower. We're still expecting price to continue lower on GBP CHF. One other movement that I need you to be on the lookout for is on NZD JPY. Look out for this drop here on NZD JPY, and if you are to trade it, you can be looking forward for maybe a small corrective structure here, then catching the small sell movement here. That is what you should be looking out for on NZD JPY. Make sure you look for this drop, and if price decides to give one more up here, that will not be a shock, because from here we might start to move down, then get a corrective structure here, then a drop here, all the way down to this area. So we are looking for a down move, either impulsively or correctively. The movement is down, the direction is down from here up to around this area here. That is on NZD JPY. On our watch list for this next week, we have Euro CAD. For Euro CAD, we're expecting an up move here like this. This is a movement that we're expecting, and we're looking forward to taking it. So anywhere around this area we might get an impulse here, then price may start giving a corrective structure here, then move up all the way up to this area here. And after we get this, we can be giving you our next update when price gets to this point here. So that is what you should look out for. If you are looking forward to getting an entry here, you should be on the lookout here for an impulse, then a corrective structure, up move, then from here we might get another corrective structure, then an up move. Or alternatively, we can just have a movement like this, just giving an impulse move all the way up to this area here. So that is what you should look out for. Also be careful, what we are only looking out is a buy here. If we get a sudden down move here, we'll wait for that down move to complete, then we'll still look for our buy move, but we will not interact with this down move here. Our interest is buy. This is CAD JPY. Now for CAD JPY, we're expecting a drop. Expect this drop all the way up to around this area. That is what you are to expect. So from here you can just get maybe a slight corrective structure, then price may start pushing lower like this all the way up to around this area. That is our bias. Our bias is down. Even if this down move comes down, then corrective structure, bigger corrective structure, down, bigger corrective structure, then down, but our bias is still down, impulsively or correctively. So if you look for an entry, you can look for an entry around this area. If price gives a slight correction or a slight pullback here to give you an entry up to around this area, you can be looking forward for an in, then drop with it all the way down like that. This is USD CHF. Just as we had highlighted here, we're expecting a drop. We see that we're expecting a drop all the way down, and as you can see, price has just been giving drop, correction, then drop. From here, two things can happen. There's a chance that from here price can push up, or from here price can give a corrective structure, then drop, another drop here. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for this drop on USD CHF. If you are selling from here, make sure you manage your trade, and if you are able to maybe to look for an entry here for a sell, also make sure to manage your trade, because we might get a corrective structure here, then drop like that. So if we get this corrective structure, make sure that your stop loss is on break even or in profits, because there's an expected corrective structure here, or possibly we might get a reversal here like this, breaking previous high and breaking previous high. So for us, for this particular pair, we will need to see how price unfolds at this zone, then we can start to make a move based on how price is developing, based on our strategy. This is AUD and NZD. Now for AUD and NZD, you can see the structure that we have. From here, there's a chance that we might get price moving like this up to around this area, then drop. That is what we're expecting. We might get a corrective structure like this, then drop on AUD NZD. That is a structure that we are hoping to get here. Alternatively, from this level here, we might just get an impulse, like this, an impulse up to around this area, then price may push down to break previous low. Those are the two structures that we're expecting on AUD and ZD. This is GBP JPY. This is GBP JPY. GBP JPY, based on this current structure, this is what we can expect. We can expect a pullback up to this area, and then price may move lower like that. We can expect price to pull back and then move lower. That is what we are to expect on GBP JPY. So this next week, if you're looking forward to getting an entry, the moment you get a pullback up to around this area, or get a corrective structure up to around this area, you can start to initiate your sells. So that is what we're looking for on GBP JPY. Also from here, keep in mind, from here there's a chance that from here we might get a corrective structure like this, then drop, then correction, then drop. So this is what we're expecting. We're expecting a down move, either impulsively or correctively. So even if we get a correction and then you are able to look for an entry right around this area here, you can still sell, but be sure to manage your trade after this impulse here. That is what we have on GBP JPY. This is Euro USD. Now for Euro USD, be on the lookout for an up move here, an up move up to around this area, breaking previous low, and then from here we might be getting a drop. We might be getting a drop based on structure. We might be getting a drop up to this area. So that is what you should be looking out for, this drop here. If you're looking forward to trading this up move and you know how to trade it, you can catch it, but be on the lookout, because here there's a drop that's expected based on structure. Structure shows that there's a drop that's expected on Euro USD. This is Euro JPY. Now for Euro JPY, be on the lookout for a pullback here, pullback, then drop. That is what we're expecting. We're expecting a pullback and a drop. So be on the lookout if you want to trade this down move. We're expecting price to start moving down on Euro JPY, either moving down correctively, down correctively, down. But there's a down move that's expected. We're expecting price to move down. The direction is down. That is our bias on Euro JPY. We're not expecting any more up move from here before we get the corrective structure down or the impulse move down. That is what we can expect on Euro JPY from now on. We're expecting the direction to start moving down. This is GBP CHF, and GBP CHF, based on structure, you can see we had an impulse here, and then price is starting to move like this. We might get a sudden down move, slightly breaking this previous low like this, price moving like this, breaking this previous low, and then we can have this up move here, and then from here we may get a down, up, then last down move here, or we may get down, up, then from here we might get this last down move here, then price may start pushing up. So that is the structure on GBP CHF. That is the template we have for you on GBP CAD, on GBP CAD, not GBP CHF. This is GBP CAD. So let's move on to the next pair. This is gold, and just as we had stated, price has been given this drop, corrective structure, drop, corrective structure, drop, and then from this area we highlighted that price will start moving up from here. Feel free to go on our previous videos and check this out. We focused at this up move here, that price is starting to move up here, and then from here this previous week we focused at that after we get price moving like this, there's a chance that we might get a bigger drop. So be on the lookout for a drop here, because according to our structure, this up move here has completed. So very soon here we should start seeing a drop on gold. We should start seeing a good drop on gold. So from here we can expect a pullback, then price may start pushing lower. So that is our bias on gold. If we get any changes of structure here, we will be covering this in our inner circle and just making a focus, because this looks clean for giving an entry this next week. So if we get an entry here, this will be shared in our inner circle this following week. So that is all that we have for you this week. Please trade with care. See you in the next video.